Hello everyone, we meet again. Today we are going to look at SPM Paper 2, Part 3 Essay, Writing an Article. There are 3 questions in Part 3. This is also called as standard writing. Use your creativity to write. For this part, you must write your answer in 200 to 250 words. The questions are question 3, question 4, and question 5. You have to choose either one. Only one question out of 3. Let's look at the sample of the question. Okay, so this is the rubric. Write an answer to one of the questions 3 to 5 in this part. Write your answer in 200 to 250 words in an appropriate style on this question paper. Write the question number in the box at the top of the answer space. If you don't see the box, then you have to write the number of question before you write your essay. Let's look at the sample of question 3 for this part. Articles wanted. Keeping the neighborhood safe. What can residents do to keep the neighborhood safe? What facilities are needed to keep the neighborhood safe? How can neighborhood safety be improved? Write an article. By answering these questions, the best article will be displayed in the town newsletter. Write your article. Okay, sometimes they will come out with the question and ask you to write a report, or they ask you to write a speech. Okay, so don't worry. Okay, so you just need to answer the questions given. There are 3 items given here. How can residents do to keep the neighborhood safe? What facilities are needed to keep the neighborhood safe? How can neighborhood safety be improved? For this essay, you need to take note of this question and you have to answer this question in order to write your essay. Okay, so now let's start writing the article. Okay, so first thing that you need to do is to write the title of the article. Usually the title of the article will be given in the question. If it is not given, then you have to create one. Okay, so it is given as keeping the neighborhood safe. And you must underline the title. Okay, sometimes the question asks you to write your name as a writer. Sometimes they don't ask you to write your name as a writer, but to be safe, it is okay if you want to write your name as a writer. So written by, then you write your full name. Okay, if you don't want to write your name, also can, no problem. Okay, but still you need to write the title and you have to underline the title, but you have to be careful with the instruction in the question. If they want you to write your name, then you have to write your name. If they don't ask you to write your name, then it is an option for you whether you want to write or you don't want to write. Okay. Once you are done with the title and or your name as the writer, so now it's time for you to write your first paragraph or your introduction. Let's read the sentences together. Recently, our neighborhood had experienced a spate of robberies. Therefore, it is time for the residents of Taman Bukit Teratai and the authorities to take action to keep our neighborhood safe. Okay, so let's take note of the name of the neighborhood. So I just create. I don't live here. Okay, but okay, so in your case, you write the name of your neighborhood. Let's say you live in flat Sri Malacca. So you write, it is time for the residents of flat Sri Malacca. Let's say you are the residents of Taman Ikan Emas. Okay, so you write, it is time for the residents of Taman Ikan Emas. Okay, so the name of your neighborhood should be mentioned here. Okay, I only have 2 sentences, but you can write about 3 to 4 sentences in your introduction. Now let's look at the other paragraph, body 1. What can residents do to keep the neighborhood safe? Okay, let's read the sentences together. First of all, get to know your neighbors. If we want to make our neighborhood safer, start by introducing ourselves to the people in our street and getting to know them. Secondly, form a neighborhood watch group. This is a great way to get everyone thinking about security. A neighborhood watch is an organized group of civilians devoted to crime and vandalism prevention within a neighborhood. Next, if we're planning to go on holiday or be away from home, let our neighbors know so they can keep an eye on our property and we can do the same for them. Okay, so in this paragraph, you are talking about getting to know your neighbors and give example. You are also mention neighborhood watch group. Okay, and you just explain what is the meaning of neighborhood watch group. Okay, and then the other one is what would you do if you want to go on holiday or be away from home? So you just need to write a sentence or 2 sentences to explain your point. Next, we go to body 2 to answer the question, what facilities are needed to keep the neighborhood safe? Let's read the sentences together. The more lights turn on after dark, the better. If there are street lights, make sure these are always working properly and contact the council if there are any problems. Other than that, a monitored security system is also very important. The more homes in our neighborhood that have monitored security system installed, the safer we will feel and the potential burglary can be prevented. Another important facility is hiring a security guard. At the gate entrance is an added advantage. A security guard can monitor every person who exits and enters the community. Our security guards will make sure those who try to enter do not get past the gate. This extra safeguard pointedly diminishes the threat of an intruder, making it to our community and, uh, and property. Okay, now facilities, kemudahan. So there are 3 points that I mentioned in this to explain the word facilities. The first one is street light. The other one is a monitored security system. If I say CCTV, everyone will understand, isn't it? But if you want to use the word CCTV, make sure you know what does CCTV stands for. Okay, so it is a monitored security system. And the other one is a security guard. Okay, now let's go to body T. To answer the question, how can neighborhood safety be improved? Let's read the sentences together. The truth is, crime can make its way to any neighborhood no matter how safe it is. In times of economic distress, people are even more concerned about rising crime in their communities. On the bright side, we can take plenty of preventive measures to protect our homes and neighborhood. The steps could be as simple as keeping the doors locked or as complex as starting a neighborhood watch program. Even though no place is immune to crime, teamwork with neighbors and family members can make a difference to minimize it. Okay, so actually this is the sum up of your body 1 and body 2. Okay, the last part of your essay, conclusion. So what to write in your conclusion? In conclusion, it is important that all residents cooperate in order to keep the neighborhood safe. If everyone works together, our neighborhood will be safer. Okay, I don't have ideas, so I just write 2 sentences. If you want to write more, please don't write so many sentences for your conclusion. You just need to write about 3 to 4 sentences. Okay, if you don't have ideas, you just write 2 sentences. Okay. Your work is to copy down the sample essay in your composition exercise book. And you also should try answering this question. Should try to write an article of your own. Okay, keeping our home safe. Just now the question was keeping our neighborhood safe. Now I want you to write the article on keeping our homes safe. What measures can be taken to keep our home safe? Okay, so you can use some of the points or some of the sentences given in the sample essay. So measures, langkah-langkah. When neighbors can help you, how will a security system help to secure a home? Okay, so the sentences, the example are already given in the sample essay. So you just need to choose which sentences are suitable, okay, for you to take, okay, to write this essay. All right. So we are done. Okay. So once you are done, I want you to email the essay to me. I'll be happy to mark the essay for you. Bye for now.